Hey everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to the 17th episode of Shirobako. So, in the last episode, we were basically working with Iguchi as best we can to get out some character designs that the author could accept and not just, not just stop delaying our project. We also got to see some wonderful dancing from Emma, which was just top tier. That could have been half the episode right there, and it would have been 10 out of 10. But, I guess that would take too much animation budget, which is something that we should, be very aware of in a show about anime and, the limitations and all that. But I was pretty happy, with what we did get. Also, Rinko played a pretty important role in getting Iguchi to be able to succeed here, because we got into some of her backstory, and then the real takeaway that Iguchi got from that is I'll cosplay at work and that'll solve my problems. And it very much did. So let's get into the episode and see what our next problem is. It's not too far around the corner. 3, 2, 1, play. Nice. I'm pretty sure people are disappointed that it's not Boing Boing Fantasy 2. Yes. Wow. Okay, those weren't very positive. They do sound very realistic, though, as far as internet comments go. You didn't need to be involved. But yeah, those comments sound about right. Like, who is Iguchi? Yeah, she's not would not be as well known as Rinko as far as character designer goes. That can change though. That would definitely most likely will change. And this is the studio that put out, Boing Para, so when you have that kind of stain on your reputation, it's difficult to get it off. Although I do kind of want to watch Boing Para, just I want to. I feel like I could do a pretty good reaction to it. I just love that hug. Would not trust most of these girls in the pilot seat of a plane. No offense, but I mean maybe Allie. I'm sure Allie could probably manage herself, but no one else. Awesome. Yes, Rinko did definitely play an important role. But yeah, it's mostly down to Iguchi, of course, but yes, please do. You're in an anime, working on an anime. Enjoy the inception. Oh, oh. Is that Honda? Uh, I mean, good on you, man. I guess his new job's not as stressful as the anime one. Usually you would gain weight working at a confectionery, not the other way around, but uh, meanwhile, Kinoshita has not lost weight at all. Are you trying to make me look bad? I do that well enough on my own. Oh, nice. I don't think anyone wants to be in that alliance. I'm sure he does, He's a member of the Fat Alliance after all. You were so short, Ando. I know, right? That'd be the worst. Good luck, you too. I'm glad you're getting along well at this place. Oh yeah, you're okay. He's somewhere. But he's not a cute girl, so he's kind of less on my radar, if I'm being honest. I really do like the shot with the buildings underwater. That does look really nice. That's Kenoshita for you. Nice. Yeah. I'm sure I'm sure Aoi could do it. Yeah, she did talk to the Evangelion after all. Yeah, you have nothing to lose by trying. Why not? PBs are awesome. I mean, I don't usually watch them myself, but I know what it stands for. Still don't like you. I mean, making a PB is pretty standard for an anime, right? What's the problem is just a little bit too early to worry about that, usually. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, that's not a lot of time. Yeah, I mean, you can make a PB without too much issue, but it's a matter of making a good one. Yeah, you definitely want to put out at least a decent PB. Some people put a lot of importance on that. Promotional video. Most anime have them. Sometimes even more than one, like PV1, PV2, PV3. Okay. I guess they have their own PV. Well, no one said we had a lot of time. At least now we know what our next problem is. It's getting a PV out in time. Welcome to the industry. More like all the time. Yeah, good luck. Well, you don't always get what you want. A little bit, yeah. Well, uh, I, uh, this isn't going well. Oh man. Explain it in words I can understand. Oh man. Just they're just they're maybe I'm not sure what to say to this, but things are a bit awkward. You might have picked the wrong place if you were hoping it would. More so than you, I would say. Is that useful for this? Talking to others? Because I can relate to that. I love her voice so much. Oh, she was hiding. Don't. You were my hiding spot. How could you move like that? Setting? Okay, she's a interesting one. I'm glad you can understand her. Can you talk? Wow. I kind of want to rewatch that scene already. I don't think they enjoyed that as much as I did. Please stop his mansplaining at me. Just, I'm still thinking about that last scene. That was just... You would not be able to fly, man. Man, that was loud. Yeah, it's almost like we're busy working or something. Yeah, you really should. Uh, well, I'm good at making tires. That's what I do. Exactly. Not because I wanted it to be. I wanted to make something else, you know, like cute anime girls dancing, preferably. Oh. Looking good, Shizuka. No surprises there, though. It'll do for the PV, yeah. I mean, it's not her fault. Is that necessary? I guess if you want to make an accurate drawing of it, I suppose. Would you fit in it? Don't break it, we just got it, man. In our toothbrushing scene. Yeah, I can kind of see that. I'm not. No, it's okay. Calm down. I wouldn't be able to scold her. It's like magic. A cat far better than a Kit Kat bar. Well, yeah, because she understands her. Uh, yeah, very true. Giving us words of wisdom as always. Oh, what's happening? I think the audience is upset. Oh, it's for another part-time job from Shizuka. Okay. I was confused at first how this tied into anything. Oh no! Are we gonna have Shizuka do it? uh, I know, right? So clearly it must be, you know, Shizuka. I have faith in her. She's supposed to be a voice actress after all. The nose kind of bothers me a little bit. Looks all scrunched up or something. I would do the same thing if I saw Shizuka on stage, I'll be honest. Just wing it. Uh You really got improvising. That became a dance party very quickly. I'd kind of prefer to see her do that without the costume, but... Oh man, I guess that's really hot and sweaty in there. It really does. Really? All you do is make wheels. Oh, Shizuka. I know she doesn't just make wheels anymore, I'm just saying. I got back up, it was fine. Well, they're jobs. And that's some high praise there. Yeah. Yes, she's very helpful. I hope so. And now I look really good in her outfit, too. Yes. It's never easy, so we should be used to this. Oh. Well... uh... Are you awake? Well, there's a variety of ways you can handle eyes in anime. Yeah, totally. You know, yeah, do you not take a job seriously? If they were pointless, we wouldn't have them. Yeah, if you actually bother to show up to meetings, you might know that. Yeah, dude, you just don't get it. Yeah, you would also know that if you went bother to go to the meeting. You better mean that. Because I would consider firing you if you had this kind of attitude. If I was your boss. Oh god. I love the toothbrush animation that she's doing. She doesn't talk a lot, but I do kind of like her. A phone call. I'm sure it's good news. Yeah, was something wrong? The episode title drop. How did you get lost? And yeah, where are you? Uh, okay, Sato, we'll come get you. You know, like, oh wow, Kyoto. Gotta love the modern day of the internet and Google Maps and all that. Getting lost. She probably never thought that would be a problem with working in an anime studio. Okay, now what, Ando? What's your problem? Are you lost too? I was joking! She's seriously lost too. Okay, let's man, what are we gonna do with our new hires? Oh, that was just so cute. Yeah. Uh, I mean, she's only human, you know. Although she is pretty good at her job now. But nobody starts out that way. She's a great senpai. We're still on this toothbrushing thing. I would improve that scene by taking her top off, but that's just me. The toothbrushing scene. I just think that would look really good, you know, just some girl brushing her teeth, didn't bother to get dressed before doing so, you know. But I guess with guys in the background, that'd be less likely. Just nice swimsuit. So, how did the PV turn out? I hope we get to see the whole PV. That'd be cool. So maybe Hiroka's issue is he has difficulty getting along with others. Maybe that's why he doesn't want to go to the meeting, and everything's just kind of excuses beyond that. I guess that's kind of the impression I'm getting. And nice, the traditional, you know, soba noodles thing. I don't know what it's called, but I've seen it in a couple other anime. I mean, I think they mentioned good, like floating noodles or something in this, but stop bothering me. Nice. Let's watch it. Start out in the sky, very fitting for third girl's fighter wing. Very nice looking clouds. Story of five girls, kind of like Shirobako. And that's the final shot. Yeah, it ended up looking pretty good. And she's still hiding. I'm not sure what the logic behind having a toothbrushing scene in the PB was, but it very nice outfit. You know, oh wow, that's a great shot. That is a really nice one. Definitely turned out better than I expected, considering the short amount of time we had to do this. Oh. Oh, really? Is that just a hallucination or I don't know what to expect being real in this show. Because we've seen some really weird stuff. But it's quite a way to end it off, though. Like, there have been hallucinations in this show before, so. But yeah, I really liked the PV. I thought it was pretty good. If it was a real anime, I would probably watch it after watching that. In fact, I'm pretty sure I would. There's very little question about that. Okay, so we are gonna slowly but surely add people to this, so... Because before it was just Aoi and Emma, so... That's cool. Okay, that was the 17th episode of Shirobako. And I was wondering what our next conflict would be, and that was a PV that we had to get in a very short amount of time. So, you know, we kind of had to do our best with that. But we also got some stuff with Ando and Sato, they're our new hires, who are kind of, they're still adjusting, really. I mean, they're doing their best. I think they could fit well with this company, but they're still getting the hang of things, really. We have some very awkward interactions between them and some of the people they kind of had to communicate with, you know, animators and stuff like that. So that was a little bit awkward to the point where they were like, you know what, just get me Miyamori. I can't talk to you. So that was a little bit awkward. It was funny. It was definitely funny, but it was awkward, definitely, to be sure. Hirooko is also the new hire, hasn't got as much screen time as them, which makes sense because he's definitely not as sociable as they are. I do feel like he might be that type of character where he doesn't really do well with interacting with others, because I was wondering why he was being so just adamant about not wanting to go to the meetings, just calling them useless and all that. Because, I mean, unless you value your time a lot, just thinking that they're not useless wouldn't really be a good enough reason to just not show up, you know, to a job meeting. So I think he might have just been using excuses. I think he just doesn't do well with groups and being with other people. I think that might be more of what it was, but we won't know for sure until we get a bit more into his character. But the way he was really butting heads with Aoi there about the subjects, really, you know, because it's pretty obvious that he would be better to go to the meeting. It's better than just telling everyone everything individually or hoping everyone just read an email, because I mean, sending an email to everyone, that is good for a lot of things. I won't deny that, but you don't get any kind of real back and forth the same way you would in a meeting, where somebody could, if you tell everyone in a meeting something and someone doesn't understand, and they can just ask, and then you can answer that question right then and there. Anyone else who may have been confused but wasn't willing to ask about it, they would then hear that answer. So an actual physical meeting with people is a lot more beneficial than anything else, really. That's why they have them, because considering how much of a tight schedule they have for a lot of things, and the fact that they do these meetings in spite of that, that should be enough to tell you that they do have an importance. So Hiroko was definitely full of it, just spouting a lot of excuses. So I do think the real issue might just be him having difficulty with other people, but we'll have to get more into him later on to be sure. But meanwhile, more stuff with Ando and Sato. They apparently had some issues with getting lost. Basically, Sato just sounded so sad when she was lost and confused and didn't know where to go, and just called them on a payphone. That was cute and sad and funny, but just and then you had Ando with a similar situation, and just like, wow, you two, really? This happened to both of you? But yeah, they eventually got back, and they just, the look on their faces and everything when they got back, like they were trying not to cry. I love that scene a lot. That was great. That might be a thumbnail. I kind of missed my chance to screenshot it, but I can just go back later and do so. But that was pretty good. We also had some stuff with, I want to say her name was Kunagi. She had some she had some stuff she wanted to say about the whole toothbrushing scene, and I probably shouldn't have done that with my hand. That's just asking to be gift. But anyway, she had something she wanted to say about that to others, but she couldn't really do it, so she had Emma kind of as a translator, and that was just a really funny, cute scene in and of itself. I'm definitely going to go back and watch that scene. That was just great. I loved every bit of that, especially at the end where Ando and Sato were just kind of looking like, what? I just, that look on their face really just sold the scene at the end there. But I do like how close those two are, Emma and Kunagi. They get along really well. Emma is just, I just like Emma a lot. I've already commented how much I loved her voice. Just, I could listen to her say anything, really. It doesn't really matter. She should be the voice actress more than Shizuka, in my opinion, just that voice. But yeah, that really was the plot of the episode. They had to deal with the PV, which in the end they were able to put out a really good one, because they actually showed it in the episode itself, which is awesome, because just, it looked really good. I think that might be most of what I had to say on the episode. Oh yeah. Hondo. Apparently Honda, whatever his name was, Honda. He lost a lot of weight, actually, which is surprising, because you would think it would be the opposite working at a confectionery. To the point where Kinoshita's like ashamed that he hasn't lost weight at all. And to the point where he starts projecting at Honda like, you betrayed me, you're no longer part of the alliance. Like nobody wants to be a part of that alliance, man. They're a part of it because of a lack of options, not because it sounds that great. So yeah, it'd be nice if Kinoshita could follow that example and maybe lose some weight himself, because Honda does look really good like that. So yes, that's, good for him. I'm glad things have really worked out for him. Much less stressful job than the anime industry job. So I guess that's what the stress can do to you. But also we had the, what was I gonna say? It was on the tip of my tongue. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, the other our main five girls, they actually got to meet up with each other, finally, which is nice because as they kind of said, we don't get enough meetings between the five of them. And even the ones that actually work together, they still don't get a lot of alone time together because when they're at work, they're kind of, working. So we don't get a lot of alone time together. And during this meeting, I don't want to call it a meeting because we have official meetings, but during this hangout, she used to actually talk about her job, and she did have that fun job that she did earlier, wearing that costume, playing with the kids and all that, and she did a pretty good job of winging that when she got knocked over. She's like, "Oh, you hurt me, you knocked me over. Please pick me back up and help me, and we can have a dance party together." And that was pretty great. I would have preferred her to dance outside of the costume personally. I think it would have looked better. That's just my personal opinion, but yeah, it seemed like a fun enough job. Hopefully, she can get more actual voice acting jobs. That would be nice. Hopefully, she can get a great role because I want her to succeed in that, really. That's all I really want, is I just want her to succeed. And like I said, the episode ended off by finally showing the PV, which ended up looking really good. I like how much Cnouki really cared about that toothbrushing scene and trying to get that just right. And in the end, it did look, pretty good. I'm not sure why they changed the setting of it, but, why not? So, yeah, it was a pretty good episode. I'm happy with what we got. I hope Ando and Sato can continue to kind of really assimilate into this company and really be able to do a good job, because you have Aoi, who was doing her best to try to mentor them, be a good senpai to them, and I think that might have a pretty big effect. I can see them getting better very quickly because of that support from her, so I hope things go well for them in the future. Thank you for watching, and thank you Cnouki, as well as everyone else, for doing what you can to support the channel. It means a lot to me, and I hope we can continue to grow the channel together. If you want to do more to support the channel, then you can become a patron on my Patreon and get cool rewards like early access to certain videos. Have a good one.